Hi, this is Dave with ETN News. I'm bringing you a report today from the Christian Broadcasting Network, and this will show you how Satan is at work on our children. It's very sad. I'd like you to take a look and leave comments below. I'll leave a link down in the description as well. It's so sad how they're teaching children, lies right from the beginning, so just take a listen.
A family can be made up in many different ways.
It's called SOGI, for Sexual Orientation and Gender Identification, a curriculum that teaches public school students across Canada to celebrate the homosexual lifestyle and that gender is fluid. In other words, your gender is not dependent on what parts you were born with, but rather what you feel like in the moment.
There's people that are boys, there's people that are girls. There are people whose gender might be a little bit of both or might even be neither.
I guess I have to wonder, do these teachers really believe what they're saying, or are they just doing this for the money? Either way, it's not a good thing.
Lessons include books about transgender children, such as 10,000 Dresses, and songs like The Rainbow Song.
Gender won't decide the choices we make. Some boys like dressing up, some girls like catching snakes.
Some boys like dressing up and some girls like catching snakes. Boy, I wonder who wrote those lyrics. I'll give you one guess.
The SOGI curriculum started in British Columbia in 2016 and is quickly spreading throughout Canada.
I just thought, who decided that this was okay to teach our children?
Author and inspirational speaker Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson is a leading voice against the SOGI curriculum.
And we are seeing the results of that now because some kids are reacting very emotionally and saying, and they're in fear. Will I suddenly struggle with feeling like a different gender inside of my body?
Carrie Simpson of Culture Guard, another leading opponent, calls the curriculum nothing short of child abuse.
All those beautiful qualities that make young girls, beautiful girls and women, are being basically vilified. The things that make our boys boys are being, taken from them. So things of equating young men to being strong protectors is something that's now evil.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for dark.
But Morgan Auger, a transsexual and supporter, claims it's about acceptance, not indoctrination.
The idea is to teach kids that there are gay kids and there are trans kids and there are trans parents and gay parents in our society, and everybody's wanted and desired. After all, that's what our Human Rights Code says, and it's the role of schools to teach the following of our laws, right?
Simpson disagrees, saying she sees SOGI's real goal as
altering our culture from a heteronormative society into one where anything goes, no boundaries, no values, no morals. It's a hedonistic cult, basically, what they're implying.
Another blaring example, drag queen story time. It's happening in Canada and America, where some public schools and libraries invite drag queens, some dressed like horned demons, to read to young children.
Here's proof that someone has left the door open and neglected to find Jesus Christ, and now we have demons entering within people. This is no coincidence, folks. It's part of the end times.
And it's a social deconstructionist agenda. They're using children, little 5-year-olds, to accomplish this. And parents are waking up and saying no.
When asked about parents' rights, Auger says,
well, actually, in Canada, parents' rights are limited and children's rights are put ahead. So the child has the right to be protected from the parents when the parents behave badly.
Okay, let me get this straight. If your 5-year-old wants to eat junk food, candy bars, and ice cream all day long, and wants to go into your closet and play with your shotgun or your loaded AK-47 if you have one or whatever, that's his right, is what we're saying, because the children know better than the parents. This individual is highly misled and very, very possibly infested with spiritual beings. And we just have to remember Ephesians 6, that we're not warring against these people. We're really warring against the evil spirits that are controlling them. And we have to pray for these people because they are so lost.
Canada is known as one of the most gay-friendly countries in the world, with many of their largest cities featuring their own gay villages, like here in Vancouver, which has literally rolled out the Rainbow Road. Most gays, like village resident Dave Davey DiCarlo, support SOGI and limiting parental rights.
The change that we have to see is sometimes the parents.
Now, as we know in the Bible, it says, honor thy mother and thy father. Now, as Satan is here, he does everything just the opposite, upside down and backwards. So you listen to this gentleman talk and tell us that the parents are possibly the ones that are wrong and they need to change. Us as Christians that have been in the Word for a while need to look out for our brothers and sisters who have children that could fall into this and not realize that what they're doing is wrong. And this is what we need to be doing in these end times, is helping our brothers and sisters in this way.
And the kids are doing actually really okay.
This is very scary stuff.
Longtime Vancouver area pastor Kevin Kavanaugh says this is far more serious than most Canadian Christians realize.
Our problem is not the teachers, the educators, the administrators. This is a battle in the heavenlies.
He says Satan is going after their most vulnerable, the children.
And the little girl came home in tears because the teacher had told her, since she was playing with some toys in the class that were deemed to be masculine in nature, that she was likely a boy in a girl's body. The mother went to the school the very next day, and instead of having any sort of tolerance or support or understanding, she was actually called names. She was told that she was a homophobe, that she was a bigot.
With that in mind, Tyler Thompson, Simpson, and Pastor Kevin are spreading their message across social media and in town hall meetings. The pro-gay backlash has been fierce.
And the hatred and the anger and the bullying that came against us, even though we said, we love you, we don't take from you the opportunity and the freedom to live as you choose. We love you, but we do not agree with you.
Pastor Kevin believes Canadian Christians are in a 2 Chronicles 20 moment.
The word was this battle is not yours, Jehoshaphat. This battle is the Lord's.
And the church is beginning to prepare for what it takes to fight for our kids.
The battle between an aggressive homosexual agenda and the faith community here in Canada is far from over. But many Christian leaders say it may be the issue that causes a once sleeping church to rise up and be heard. Wendy Griffith, CBN News, Vancouver.
Just remember, brothers and sisters, we war not against people. We war against spirits and principalities and rulers of the darkness in higher places. So, love you, brothers and sisters, no matter what they've done to you and whatever's happened. Just remember that they know not what they do, is what Jesus said. And we just have to believe in His word. This fight essentially isn't ours. It is God's fight. And we'll just stand for truth and righteousness in His name. Jesus is coming soon.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.